The first sign that something was wrong was how perfect everything felt. Daniel and Mariah had been drifting for nearly 2 days. Their small sailboat had lost power somewhere far off course, swallowed by a stretch of ocean that didn't show up right on their maps. The sky had been a dull gray the entire time, the sun nothing more than a blurred glow behind heavy clouds. Their food was nearly gone. Their water, worse. By the second night, they had stopped talking about rescue. By the third morning, they saw the ship. It emerged through the fog like something out of a dream. Massive, gleaming white, with polished railings and rows of glowing windows. Music drifted faintly across the water. Laughter, life, Mariah cried. Daniel waved both arms, shouting until his voice cracked. The cruise ship turned toward them, as if it had been waiting. Within minutes, a rope ladder dropped down, and crew members in crisp white uniforms helped them aboard. Their smiles were wide, too wide maybe, but at the time, relief drowned out everything else. "Welcome aboard," one of them said warmly. "You are safe now." And just like that, everything changed. The ship was beautiful, not just nice, perfect. Golden chandeliers lit grand dining halls. Endless buffets overflowed with fresh food. Music played day and night. Passengers danced, laughed, drank, and celebrated like there wasn't a worry left in the world. Daniel and Mariah were given a suite larger than their entire boat. Soft bed, clean clothes, hot showers. It didn't make sense, but they didn't question it. Not at first. They ate like they hadn't eaten in weeks. They danced under the stars. They met people, dozens of them, all friendly, all welcoming. Every single one of them smiling, always smiling. By the third day, Daniel noticed something. "Have you seen the captain?" he asked one evening. Mariah paused. "No, but I mean, it's a big ship." "Yeah," Daniel said slowly. "But shouldn't we have docked somewhere by now?" She hadn't thought about it. The ocean outside looked the same as it had when they boarded. Endless, gray, still. No land, no other ships, just water. They asked a waiter that night, "When do we reach port?" The man froze for just a second, then that same wide smile returned. "Oh, soon," he said. "Where are we going?" Maria pressed. "Somewhere wonderful." That answer should have comforted them. It didn't. Days passed, or maybe it was weeks. Time felt slippery. The passengers never seemed to tire. They didn't sleep much, didn't complain, didn't argue. They just existed in a constant state of happiness, dancing, always smiling. Daniel started noticing other things. No clocks, no announcements, no visible crew navigating the ship. And the ocean? It never changed. One night, Mariah woke up suddenly. The room was dark, too dark. The soft hum of the ship was gone. "Daniel," he stirred beside her. "Yeah? Do you hear that?" He listened. Nothing. No music, no laughter, no movement, just silence. They stepped out into the hallway, and that's when they saw it. The walls, once polished and bright, were rusted, paint peeled in long strips. The carpet beneath their feet was damp and smelled like rot. Mariah grabbed Daniel's arm. "What is this?" Down the hallway, figures stood motionless. Passengers. But they weren't moving, they weren't smiling, they weren't anything. Hey, before this gets worse, if you're enjoying this story so far, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. It costs nothing, but it really helps the channel grow. And trust me, you're gonna want to stick around for what happens next. The lights flickered back on, and just like that, everything was normal again. Bright, beautiful, alive. The passengers resumed moving like nothing had happened, laughing, smiling, dancing. Mariah was shaking. "You saw that, right?" Daniel nodded slowly. Yeah, I saw it. But how? We need to get off this ship." They searched for lifeboats. Every single one. Gone. Not missing. Gone. Like they had never existed. The deck stretched endlessly, but no matter how far they walked, they never reached an exit point. The ship didn't feel large anymore. It felt infinite. That night, the announcement finally came. A voice echoed through the ship, smooth and cheerful. "Dear passengers, we are approaching our final destination." The crowd erupted in applause, cheers, laughter. Mariah's stomach dropped. Final destination? She. Daniel looked out at the horizon. For the first time since they boarded, something was there. A dark stretch of water. The ocean itself seemed wrong, thicker, blacker, moving in slow, unnatural swirls. And above it, the sky twisted into a spiraling storm. The Bermuda Triangle, Daniel said under his breath. The ship sailed straight toward it. The passengers gathered along the deck, clapping and laughing like they were arriving at a party. Mariah grabbed one of them, a woman she had spoken to just the day before. "Don't you see where we're going?" The woman turned, still smiling. "Of course we do." Her grip tightened on Mariah's wrist. "This is where we belong." The wind howled. The sky split with lightning, and then everything changed. The music stopped, the lights died, and the truth revealed itself. The ship was not beautiful. It was rotting, decaying. Rust covered every inch of it. The windows were shattered. The grand chandeliers hung broken and dark. The floors were warped and stained. And the people, oh God, the people. Their skin melted away like smoke. Their eyes sank into hollow sockets. Their smiles remained, but stretched across bare skulls. Skeletons, dozens, hundreds, all around them. Laughing, clapping, celebrating. Mariah screamed. Daniel tried to run, but there was nowhere to go. The ship tilted as it crossed into the swirling darkness. The skeletons turned toward them in unison, still laughing, still smiling. "You're part of the voyage now," one of them rasped, its jaw hanging loosely as it spoke. Forever. The ship plunged into the heart of the storm. The ocean swallowed the light, the sky vanished, and as they crossed fully into the Bermuda Triangle, the entire ship began to fade, piece by piece, like it had never existed. The last thing anyone would have seen, if anyone had been there to see it, was a ghostly silhouette of a cruise ship, full of laughing skeletons, vanishing into the unknown. And somewhere, deep beneath the ocean, the music started playing again.